like on some like proactive, retroactive type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, because what I like, he said something, and then he was saying something. I think it was he was on the phone with his little girlfriend. But to me, I just wasn't really with it. I was seriously, really, really, like, honestly having a problem with the way that he was coming off. And you know what I'm saying? Shannon protects that situation, but it's not going to be until, you know what I mean, we have the brawl for it all.
Mm-hmm.
I got to get in shape though.
I'm done.
I got to get in shape. I got about 3-4 minutes. The shit, and that's max. I'm gonna have to get him out of here early. You know what I'm saying? Early. Because it's gonna go down. Let me play this song quick. I guess we got to do it regular. We on Zoom. I'm recording.
Okay.
As y'all can see, it's only 2 of us, but without further ado, let's see what it do. Oh, you can't hear that at all, can you?
Nope. What song is it?
Oh, no. So, 7 days, the same clothes. The Pharaoh. The folk might fracture your nose.
Let's not talk about fractures.
Yeah. Crazy. I can't believe it's so many fucking flies down here. I am allowed to have conniption. Yeah.
I was about to say the turtle didn't eat it, but that's not turtle they eat flies. It's frogs that eat flies.
Exactly. God damn. Hold up.
Wait a minute.
Lord Jesus, smarter than y'all. You remember this song? This is Pharaoh Monch, Mos Def, Talib Kweli.
I can't hear it.
Hold up. No. The folk might fracture your nose. Oh.
We should not be talking about fractured noses.
Don't worry, I'm gonna hook that back up soon. That shit sound weird. Oh. Whoa. Yeah. I almost forgot how to pod.
1 week. It's been 1 week.
It's been 2 weeks. 2.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. Oh, no.
My bad.
Shit. It's been the longest 2 weeks of my damn life. I ain't gonna hold you.
Factual.
Sometimes, man, you be starting to really like
Well,
realize.
we only missed 1 week.
Yo, knows we only missed 1 week, but remember, we record. Oh no! Welcome. Ooh, coughing. Welcome back. Welcome back to episode 59.
59, child.
Of the Mr. Know-It-All podcast. I am your host, Mr. Know-It-All, a.k.a. Keith Saunders, b.k.a. Michael Voorhees, and a.k.a. Haiku if you want to be a rapper
about it. Spit hot fire. Die line.
There we go. Give me
I had to spit hot fire and do the die lines.
I know you did. We'll talk about that in a little while. What the hell is going on? Things are a little odd today. we're gonna talk about the oddness of what the hell. And my phone is playing all types of weird ass sound effects right now, but I won't. I'll stop that. But yeah, what's up, Kelly
Hi.
Q? Oh yeah, well, and on Zoom. And when I told you I hated Zoom, yeah, exactly. On the screen to the left of me on the screen, and I said we never going
The
back
other
to
person
Zoom.
on the screen is only two of us.
I think I said that shit last week too. I said we're never doing that shit again with the Zoom. Didn't I say that?
We were saying that we hope because we were going on. They were trying to do
The lockdown.
another lockdown. So we were
Mhm.
like, we were still going to try to be in person
Yeah.
through that.
Yes.
However, the Rona got me, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
The Rona got me.
The goddamn.
Right. The Monday before Thanksgiving.
Jesus Christ.
So
The Rona, and you know what? She said she was sick. You said you was sick 2 days after we recorded the last episode 58, and that's what we was talking about. We was like, that's the reason why. Yeah, we recorded 2 weeks ago, but we only missed 1 week of episodes because remember,
right.
we recorded
because we let go on a Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. So you said you was like what you say you said on Sunday. I'm getting sick. And I'm like, oh shit, fucking with you. I'm like, it's the Rona, COVID-19.
He spoke it on me.
Yeah,
he spoke it on me, y'all.
That's fucked up.
Well, what happened was Sunday, I did my mom's hair. I was doing her twist.
Right.
And she wasn't feeling well that Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't really around her that Saturday because I had some errands to run and my son was getting his hair ready, just doing mommy stuff.
Right.
And that Sunday I was in her house for at least 2.5 hours doing her twist.
Mm-hmm.
And she was talking about, her eyes, itching or something, and had like a little cough, and she just, when you just feel just enough not to feel right.
Right. Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
Right, that's the way she was feeling.
Oh, okay.
Monday was a short week of work because I was back to work. Right. And that Monday I went to work and I started feeling a tickle in my throat while I was at work. Right. So I would feel like the cough coming up. So I always, make sure, even though I had my mask on, I'm still covering it in my mask because I could feel that. Like, it wasn't just a.
But hold on, was that a real cough behind the? That was like a real sample.
That was a real sample.
Jeez.
But it's not that cough wasn't as bad as some of the ones that I've been having.
Right.
And when I came home Monday, I was in bed, and y'all remember I told y'all, like, I swear I had this in February, and I was starting to feel like what I felt like in February all over again, to the point of I was looking to put my gloves on while I was in bed because I was getting that chill.
Do you think
it's a friend of mine's like, I know she ain't get me sick. I was like, who gets sick on their second week back to work?
That's true. That's crazy. Do you think this is a Rona double back? You think this is your second time getting it? Get the fuck out of here. Oh, hell no.
That's the real cough.
Yeah. So you actually talked me into going ahead and getting my test. I went ahead and took my test yesterday, and a little nurse who was flirty as all hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, Lila. Come on, Lila.
But did she just swab around the inside, or she?
No, she was just like, she seen my address. She's like, oh, it's nice houses around there. I got a friend that lives.
Oh my God! How did she test your nose? Did she just
test
I
think I said she was flirty. I was
she
talking about that first. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, no, she reached all the way up in my nose, and I think she got off on it a little bit. It was like a power thing. I felt like a little bitch. Like she was on, like, cause she was drawing a little bit. Like I was like, it's not like a really long Q-tip that, because people were saying that it was like touching their brain and shit before. Remember when people, this Q-tip?
And I think a lot of people were nervous
Right.
about getting the test because of those long Q-tip swabs that they were showing. When I went and got my test done by the Black Doctors Consortium, who got my test results the next day.
Shout out to them.
They didn't even go up far. It was just like the inside of my nostril. So it didn't go all the way up here, touching anything that it shouldn't. I was so nervous, but like she showed me the swab. She told me what she was going to do. She was going to swab 5 times this side, swab times this side. And
she didn't say 5 times. She told me 5 seconds. She was going in. She was going to work on my ass. That's what the guy, she grabbed the back of my head.
Whoever the doctor is that I had, when I originally wasn't feeling well, I called my doctor. She did a visual appointment. It was sounding like just a common cold to her. And she, that was, I think, the day before Thanksgiving, I spoke to her. So she's like, you should be able to go back to work on Monday.
Right.
Well, Sunday comes and I'm feeling better, but the cough was just so persistent. Like the cough was coming from the bottom of my feet. So the cough was so persistent. Excuse me, like it is now. And
is it dry? Is it a dry cough, or does it vary?
It's a hack.
It's a hack. So is it dry? So there's no phlegm behind it.
No, but like I feel it, but it's not. It's not coming up. So I had called the office and was just like, look, I'm gonna go get me a COVID test tomorrow. I was like, I don't feel right coming back into the office, and the way my office is set up, there's like 3 different companies in there. So I don't feel it's right for me to not know 100% that this is not COVID and just a regular common cold, and then go in and perhaps pass it
infect. No, absolutely.
So Pat said, they was like, we understand, get your test. If you get a negative test, send it back, come back to work. Whether it's negative or positive, let us know. So Monday, I got the test done. Tuesday, I got the detected response saying they detected SARS, COVID, whatever they want to call it, in my system. And they actually called me because they said, if you don't, they gave me a app to download. They said you can see your results.
LabCorp.
Right. I read the results wrong, thinking like, "Ooh, I don't have it. Thank God, I'm gonna go back to work." And I read it incorrectly because they have like detected and not detected, and one is highlighted and detected and highlighted.
So I thought you said, I thought it was saying like negative and positive, and you saw negative, but it was actually saying you're about to have a negative experience.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I thought I went into the actual report and was reading something incorrectly. But they called me and said, you do have it, asked me how long had I been feeling that way. I was like, well, actually last week, I've actually been in bed in my room sick since the Monday before Thanksgiving. So they were like, okay, so then by the 8th, you should be good to go. So I know that they are having another testing somewhere tomorrow.
Right.
So I might try to do that testing tomorrow and see if it is out of my system and I can get back to work. If not, I've technically been back to work for 3 weeks and only went for 1 in a day.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure they'll be understanding because they don't want you spreading that shit around the office. So you already know. Let me, I haven't even really introed the podcast yet. Shout out to the Spotify listeners, Apple Podcast listeners, Google Podcast listeners, Stitcher listeners, the SoundCloud listeners, Anchor listeners, home team. YouTube viewers, it's going to be Zoom. Oh my God. Get with us, IG, Mr. KnowItAll_pod. Facebook fan page. Kelly has been trying her best to keep up with it. I've been all over the place and whatnot. So if I'm scarce, I'm trying out these streets. Trying out, I'm running around, got, working full time, and then picking up on Instacart and all this other shit on the back. And I'll be glad when I hit the lottery.
I just downloaded Instacart too.
Yeah, you definitely got to get in on that. Get with us on the Facebook fan page, Mr. Know-It-All Podcast fan page. And please send us all your fuckery, duckery, and schmuckery over to the, what's it, the Gmail? That's the Gmail. To the Gmail at Mr. Underscore. No, not Mr. Underscore. Mr. Know-It-All Pod at gmail.com. There's Mr. Know-It-All Pod at gmail.com. I told you, 2 weeks off is not a good look for somebody that does this on a regular. We always start off the show with the useless fact. The useful fact is it's only 3.5 weeks left in this year. Fuck you, 2020. I'm over it. To be funny, man, like I would really love to just go into the new year. I might like chop off like a useless limb or something, like maybe like a fucking pinky or something like that. I can't deal with this shit no more. I don't want none of this negative energy going into the new year. I
don't want nothing left over from 2020.
Exactly, like honestly. But all right, quick story time.
I'm scared of your quick stories.
No, yeah. Well, story time comes down with talking about what's been going on with me over the past 2 weeks. The biggest thing is that we understood exactly what's going on with Kelly Q, and you see that our dot is not here. We haven't mentioned anything yet, but we will talk to you about that in a little bit. I'm gonna try to give him a call up in a minute so we can, give y'all the rundown about this situation. I know he wanted me to call. I was thinking about calling, but we'll see what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
The deal with me, I went into work. Full disclosure, to be quite honest with you, I don't really give a fuck. You know what I'm saying, about what people, people were like, oh, you shouldn't talk about, fuck that. It's my job. I don't really give a fuck. They assholes. I went to work on Monday. This Monday that just passed. After Thanksgiving weekend, after all the other shit, after dealing with everything, you deal with family, Thanksgiving. I'll ask everybody how their Thanksgiving was later on. Right now, I really don't give a shit. But shout out to everybody. Hope you enjoyed your turkey mac and cheese. I did. It was all good. I walked into work on Monday morning. I got a text message the night before saying that my assignment that I was supposed to do was switched to something else. Now, I drive trucks for a living. I deliver uniforms. I'm what we call a jumper. A jumper takes over routes when guys go on vacation or when they call out sick. That's my job. I fulfill the slot that needs to be filled. I do it very well. And I don't really have a problem with doing it. I get paid by the hour, so it's cool. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Some things take me longer than others. You know what I'm saying? So, the overtime is always there. I get on a truck on Monday morning, and I decide that, okay, the guy doesn't really load his truck beforehand, because most guys load their truck maybe the night before. It's been sitting the whole weekend. I decide I want to go ahead and load his truck. I load his truck up, get everything going. I get to the first stop in what is this like? It's just like fucking Levittown or something like that. One of these little areas outside of Philly. Get to the first stop out there, and I get a call from him, from the guys whose route it is, at about 8:15. And when I pick up the phone, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Me and him cool, so he can talk to me like that. I'm like, well, what is the problem? What you talking about? I'm running your route. He says, "Oh, they didn't tell you." I said, "Didn't tell me what?" He said, "Oh, I tested positive for COVID-19. I said, "You have got to be fucking kidding me." I'm like, "Nobody told me anything." I said, "The last person I talked to was the district manager, and he just told me to run the route." He's like, "Stop what you're doing. I got a can of Lysol in the bottom of the in one of the boxes on the shelf in the truck. Spray down the cockpit of the truck." I'm like, "Dude, I've been driving this truck for the past hour and a half now. You know what I'm saying? That there's nothing that can work." I sanitized my hands real quick, sprayed the truck down, but I'm flipping. So he's like, "Dude, they should have told you. They told me not to tell anybody, but I got to tell you. you know, I got it real bad, blah, blah, blah. He's talking about all the symptoms, how he couldn't feel his legs. He was fucking, his back was killing him. He can't fucking get out of bed and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, shit. So now I'm pissed. So I call a district manager that assigned me to the route. He didn't pick up. I said, okay. So I called the general manager, runs the whole operation at the location that I'm at. Asked him man to man. I said, let me ask you a question. Did you know that this guy tested positive for COVID-19? Yeah, I did. I said, really? You didn't think that was something that you should tell me before I
got in his truck?
I get on his fucking truck and go away, start driving away. So then he starts hitting me with kind of the legal jargon of the situation. Well, our trucks are as clean to sanitized every night with the solution. I said, well, it's Monday morning and it wasn't clean to sanitize over the weekend. We don't work on the weekends. I said, okay, who's in charge of cleaning the truck? He said, whoever route it is. I said, well, the person whose route it is sick. I said, so either way, if he cleaned the truck, it's being recontaminated by a person that is fucking sick with COVID. I'm like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever heard of. I said, why would you guys not tell me this? And I started to kind of go around the bush. I just basically said, look, this is a really bad deal, man. And I said, if I get it, it's on y'all. Point blank, period. So I worked that day, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then yesterday I went to the place that you recommended to go get the test. About 400 people in line. I waited 2.5 hours to get a fucking COVID test. And basically they told me, I don't know if they told you the same thing they told me, but basically the way it works is if they don't call me, I don't have COVID. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they said to me. If we don't call, you don't have it. If we call you, you have it. So
they called me.
Yeah. So I've been waiting on a call all day. I haven't gotten a call from them.
Good.
But you know, I'm still waiting on a call tomorrow. Waiting on a call tomorrow, and I'm also going to check the app and check the website. You know what I'm saying? Because tomorrow they got a whole nother testing, so they might, who knows who will be able to call.
Right.
But yeah. So I've been very, very irritable, very, very upset all week because it's fuckery. They put me in the line of fire. They didn't tell me, and I don't worry about it, y'all. I know what y'all listeners. I know how y'all feeling. Y'all probably screaming like, man, you need to get a lawyer. You need to get this. You know what I mean? I'm in the union. It's a bunch of shit that can be handled. I'm not giving all my secrets and shit like that on the pod, but trust me, I'm very, very well aware of the fuckery that surrounds this whole situation. So it's all good. I'm good, you know what I mean, for right now. A little stressed out, you know what I mean, with these holidays coming up, but I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So we, you know, matter of fact, let me give myself a motherfucking round of applause. You know what I'm saying, for you know, everything that's going on. Yes, thank you.
Look, a round of applause.
That's about the corniest shit I've seen all around. But okay, let's talk some current events real quick, and then we get to the shits we need to talk about. Because I mean, we laugh a little bit, just a little bit.
Okay.
You watched the Tyson fight, right?
Yes, I did. One of the people I follow on Instagram went live during the situation.
That
wasn't really a fight. It was a situation.
Yeah.
The rounds. I mean, I know it was an exhibition match.
Nah.
And the rounds was like, I don't know, 15, 20 seconds.
So 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They was fucking 2 minutes, Kelly. Don't do that.
15, 20 seconds, like I said. Because it was just like, damn, 2 minutes is over. Mike Tyson wore Roy out.
He did, but I mean, come on, man.
Because
we kind of knew that.
I've been saying it. I've been saying it from the beginning.
My words. Roy came in there with man titties. He came in there with, like, he wasn't in.
Yeah, he had some middies.
Tyson was in.
He had some middies.
That's what I'm saying.
But at the end, when they were standing there talking, because this is what I found hilarious. They were standing there talking, and Mike Tyson's just standing there. And Roy Jones was like this. He's just rocking. He's just rocking from side to side. I was like, "Oh, poor Roy, little tink tink."
No, you know, he looks like to finish him, to finish her on Mortal Kombat and whatnot, where he's all like they swaying back and forth and whatnot. He's trying to shake off. Here's the deal. When Mike said, first and foremost, there was a couple of times when Mike had to chill, and I think that Mike I think he really at points got tired of Roy holding, because there was a couple of times where he swung for Roy's head, and I know he pulled his punches a little bit, but I'm really, really surprised that he would fly Roy's head off. You know what I'm saying? At certain points. He could have very easily. And it's not that I'm saying that they was trying 100% on any front. I just think that if you're talking about a heyday, if Roy would have took that fight, that would have been something. He would have had to beat Tyson to a pulp. And I just don't think that.
Why?
I don't think
I guess because it was an exhibition match.
Right.
The reason why it resulted in a draw.
No, yeah, they discussed that beforehand.
Yeah, because I'm like, Mike definitely got the best of Roy.
Like, he was beating the shit out of his chest and his stomach and his body. He was beating his ass up. I mean, he had
come on, I was not paying $50 for that.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can understand that.
First of all, I've been watching Mike Tyson since the early 80s when he came out, and I am already aware of how long his boxing matches last. So there was never any way that I was ever in my life gonna pay per view for a Mike Tyson fight, because it's never gonna last as long as you think of it. It's
you're right, but I think that Mike just having fun right now.
Yeah,
I think
I had no idea who else was fighting that night.
We're gonna talk about that in a second. I don't think that
because I didn't see any of those.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna tell you about it. so Mike to me really, like, just by the body punches, Mike does still. He has a lot in the reserves. But Mike will never. I mean, first and foremost, Mike is 53.
Those hands are those hands.
Yeah. But he's not
Forever.
gonna. Everybody talking about he can make a run at a world title. For what? 50-something-year-old man. This was a charity match, and they did 1.5 million in pay-per-view streams. That's Mayweather Pacquiao type numbers. You know what I'm saying? That's like big time numbers for a $50 pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? With half of the people on there wasn't even real boxers. That shit is ill. Love it. So, Snoop. Let's talk about Snoop for a second. Snoop is the fucking man. I need Snoop broadcasting all events from now on.
That's why I didn't get a chance because of the way I was listening to it. Yeah. I heard a little bit of Snoop.
Snoop was killing it.
But
Snoop was
like
doing his thing.
The internet was going crazy talking about Snoop needs to be the person for every sport imaginable.
When Snoop said that these two niggas look like his grandpa, he said he looked like his two uncles. Two uncles fighting at the barbecue, and your grandma like, get your damn uncles or whatnot. Like, I mean, honestly, it's the funniest shit ever, because it's things that you can resonate with. And then when he started talking, like, he hyped each fight up, he was like, all right, Roy, go ahead, get him. And then Tyson swing from him, like, oh, hold him, Roy. like, because it's almost like you know what to think. Like, everything he's saying is what you thinking too. So it's like watching a fight with your homies, and I think that resonated to people. And then, the people that are not in our culture, not used to it, they just thought it was entertaining, hearing something different from somebody, in a broadcast booth. So it was a good look. I love Snoop for, you know what I'm saying? You love Snoop for being Snoop, man. But I honestly, if they thinking about that, they really have, I think that a lot of people talking like, oh yeah, we should have Snoop on a lot of shit. You got to be ready for Snoop, though. You can't just have Snoop during the Super Bowl, because you're going to hear, God damn, you know what I'm saying, come out his mouth, and all of a sudden it's going to be like, oh shit, like
He gonna be like this. He gonna be like that.
Like,
Let me
dog.
say something.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. Be blowing tree at the fucking, you know what I'm saying, at the stadium and halftime.
He's either going to do it
Right.
at that time.
Right.
Or beforehand.
Yeah. But I can
Either way.
I can see Snoop getting into this profession or this portion of the profession in the capacity that he just did. Yeah. I can see him doing like these things because now
he just makes it a little bit more enjoyable.
He does, and we're clamoring for entertainment right now. Yeah. We are. This is a very, very entertaining.
Anything that can give us some sort of
normalcy,
smile or relief, or just
right, exactly.
Make it feel like it used to feel.
Yeah, exactly.
The P's like it used to do.
That's very true. Because tomorrow is the Danny Garcia versus Earl Spence fight. I know you probably don't want to follow boxing. Like Danny Garcia is from Philly, Puerto Rican.
I told you I stopped. Look, when Mike bit Vander's ear, that was it for me.
That was 1996, Kelly. We got listeners that's younger than that.
I was 20. Dang.
God damn. All right, let's not do that no more. let's not do that no more. But yeah, so tomorrow's fight is going to be a totally different story. Now, my thing is that could you insert Snoop in that? Hell yeah. But I think that the problem with something like that, when it's serious, Snoop will outshine the situation. Snoop was perfect for what that situation was. Mm-hmm. And he was more perfect for the fight before that, than what you're going to talk about right now. Okay. Nate Robinson. Are you familiar with who Nate Robinson is? Nate Robinson is a three-time
now I
champion.
am.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know about his life or...
Right. You don't got to know about his life.
Beforehand.
Let me get a short history, right? What? let me get a short history of who the fuck Nate Robinson is. Nate Robinson played for the New York Knicks for a long time. He played for the Bulls for a minute and a couple other teams or something like that before he was on his way out. He's a 5'9". He's a point guard or shooting guard, one of them, right? He's only 5'9", which is an anomaly to make it to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? There's only a couple guys that size that make noise like that in the NBA. Muggsy Bogues, Spud Webb, and they both was like 5'6".
Spud.
You know what I'm saying? And the last, not the old Isaiah Thomas, but the younger one that either still in the league or he just now retired. But Nate Robinson was that guy. You know, he was the small guy. He won 3 slam dunk championships. I think the first one he jumped over Dwight Howard's head and whatnot. Another one, his little ass jumped from the foul line. He got hops. He's a fucking tremendous athlete. Could he lead a basketball team to a championship? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He wasn't that guy. But he was dynamic at what he does. You know what I'm saying? He decides he wants to challenge Logan Paul. Jake Paul. What the fuck? No, it was Jake Paul. Jake Paul and Logan Paul are the 2 Paul brothers that are YouTube
actors, right?
Yeah, they're YouTube sensations.
Yeah.
Okay. Logan, I don't know which one of them. Remember the suicide forest over in Japan? Mm-hmm. That a whole controversy he got caught up in with that. One of them, I forget which one it was, but he was walking through the suicide forest with a camera, and he looks up and there's actually somebody hanging. You know what I'm saying? Hanging. There are people hanging because the suicide forest, it is real. It's a dark ass forest where people climb a tree and they hang themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And this happens all the time.
So Logan is the one that's the boxer.
Both of them are the boxer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jake. Yeah, both of them box.
Oh,
both
okay.
Of them box. Yeah. Mm-hmm. One. I think Logan is the one that's like 1-0. I mean 1-1, and I think Jake was 2-0 going in. And they both fought other YouTube stars and shit like that. But they take this shit a little serious. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if you saw this shit. This was bad. First and foremost, Nate Robinson had no fucking reason to jump his ass in this ring at all. At all. Every meme you see of this nigga getting stretched, it was exactly like that. I mean, from the time he got in there, he was leading with his head, jumping up, trying to throw punches to get him out of there. And Jake Paul was just picking his ass apart. And when he knocked his ass out, I was like, yep, I seen that coming. Because after the first one, when he fell, it looked like he had slipped. And everybody was like, oh, he punched him in the back of the head. It looked like he punched him in the back of the head, but shit started getting ugly after that. Like, it's just a bad look. You can't. Everybody keeps saying you can't play boxing. You know what that means, right? You know, you play football, you play basketball.
Really, but you can't play boxing.
You really shouldn't even play football. But I mean, you play football, you play basketball. You know what I mean? You play soccer, play hockey. You cannot play boxing. This shit was disgusting. They done put this man.
How long did it last like an old Mike Tyson fight?
No, it was 2 rounds.
A
round and a half. It went to the second round. And by that second round, you can just tell it wasn't even that. It wasn't what you think of it at all. It was.
I gotta look it up to see if I can find it.
Please find it and look it up. You can watch the whole fight in fucking 4 minutes. Like it was not a whole lot to see. It was an ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking him up.
Okay,
you know
I looked it up.
Yeah.
On YouTube.
And this is memes. You're going to see the memes, right?
The first one that came up is a video.
Right.
But it's showing like celebrities react to Jake Paul versus Nate Robinson. And all you see is Joe Rogan and his eyes are bugged out like.
This motherfucker. It was me, Heather, Shannon, and Donovan sitting in the living room. And I'm like, damn. And then Snoop is up there making it worse. He's like, oh, Lord. He's like, oh, Lord. He was like, God damn. Like, he was like, and then, you know, the serious announcer was kind of like bringing some seriousness to it. He's like, oh, we never want to see anybody get hurt like that. Snoop was like, yeah, you're right. But he's like, but your ass shouldn't even have been in that room. I'm like, yo, this. Snoop was the MVP. You just watch him getting his ass. Exactly. He's getting his ass whooped. I'm like, God. And then here's the thing.
They just went straight to the.
Yeah, to the ass whooping part. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
they just went to the second round and was just like.
Yeah. And see, here's the deal though. The situation with this is, it was a lot of shit talking. You know, Nate Robinson stood up there. I'm gonna do this shit for the NBA, for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And until they told you we can't do nothing, I'm an athlete. I'm gonna do anything. I can do anything I want to do. Because he played football. He played football for Seattle. I think he made the team in Seattle. He made like the 53-man roster for the Seattle Seahawks, like one season. Like after and so he played football and he played basketball and a little bit of football.
He's trying to be Bo.
That's what it is. This nigga think he can do anything. But Bo, somebody said that too. They was like, yeah, Bo know football, Bo know baseball. Bo never said he knew boxing. Bo don't know boxing. That's the fucking problem. You step in there and he got his fucking wig flied off. And that, like, honestly, respecting for that, but you are officially a meme forever. Like, real shit. Like honestly.
Forever. For the evers.
Forever. Oh boy. Let me see.
Somebody said, "Oh my God, Lord have mercy."
Yeah, look, exactly. That shit is disgusting.
Because I was just.
No, it's a bad ass knockout.
They showing Chris Brown.
They got his. They put his him sleep on the canvas in the NBA logo, in the middle of the NBA logo. They got his ass. They look at you. You had to see it real time. I'm gonna let you off pod. I'm gonna let you see. You got to look at all the information. It's like a YouTube wormhole. He's officially a meme.
Okay.
Somebody said, how you fuck up your whole NBA career in a boxing match? Period. Like, your whole NBA career is fucked. Like, that is just bad.
It's crazy.
Bad.
Not bad meaning bad. Not bad meaning good, but bad meaning bad.
Bad, I mean, honestly. Did you see the video of the restaurant owner in Dallas with the chicks that was twerking?
Yeah. Was
he wrong? Do you think he was wrong for that?
You know what? I think he just want people to have some time for damn decorum in the restaurant. Like, if you were in the club, I understand twerking. Right. But, you know, if he's trying to, we already have just as Black people,
Mm-hmm.
you know, we already have limits on shit, you know. People expect us to act a certain way. People already call us monkeys and all sorts of shit and act like park apes out in the street. So I understand. He's like, I'm trying to give us a peaceful, calm place to be.
Right.
And y'all still here acting like, you know.
He was playing, but he had a DJ in the restaurant that was doing a brunch, and he was playing body yada 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 yada.
Right.
Listen. I'm a grown man, and I can see how a motherfucker want to twerk to that. But at the end of the day, like, dude, I mean, because he asked him more than once. I think that was the thing. He asked him more than one time, yo, y'all gotta chill, stop twerking in here. Like, that shit is not the shit. Right. That's not the shit at all. Like, please stop twerking.
Yeah.
And
had he said that
right.
From the gate, from the very first time, that maybe is overboard. But he's already asked you to stop.
Right.
He's asked you to stop again.
Mm-hmm.
So now, third time, I got to make a whole announcement of what we're not going to do in my place of business.
Right.
What we're not going to do in my place of business is that this is not the twerk palace. You go to the club for that.
Is this Gen Z shit?
On the same token, if you hired the DJ, if this is your place and you hired the DJ, then you need to set parameters for your DJ.
Do they twerk at brunches? Like I remember. I only remember like one brunch, and I wasn't even there long. I'm trying to figure out, like, do they? I
can't remember the last brunch I danced at.
But all right, well, see
I can't remember the last brunch I heard music at.
No, but the new day party thing, like even when you like go to golf and social and places like that, they do a lot of.
But that's golf and social. That's day parties. Like, that's tied into the theme of what the party is. But if it's brunch, then you're sitting down having breakfast and lunch and maybe like a nice little music at.
That's what I'm saying. But brunch ain't a day party.
But it's not.
Brunch with a DJ is a fucking day party.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It depends on where it is.
Man,
and obviously his place ain't it. But his place doesn't even look like like, when I think day party, I think of being able to walk and move around.
Okay, so you saying because of the setup that it's not
a restaurant. It was a restaurant. It wasn't like somewhere that had like a back patio and people were out mingling or whatever. Then I can understand it. But when you look at the video of him speaking, everyone is sitting down at tables, which means somebody did a little extra and stood up in the middle,
she put her hands on the glass and started shaking her ass. Like,
it becomes a little extra. Like when I said, if there is a place where, you're having a garden party or there's space for people to walk around and mingle. And then somebody plays that and you might be off in the corner doing your little thing. That's one thing. But if everybody in the restaurant is sitting down at different tables, and you may have like a party of 10 over here, party of 5, whatever over here. That's a restaurant. What he showed, he had a restaurant. It's not a party. Like if
but you can't have a fucking. All right. Let me.
Like I said,
you can't have a DJ at a restaurant.
Then he needed to have set parameters for the music that was going to be played.
Right, that nigga should have been playing some smooth jazz or R&B or some shit like that.
Yeah.
You can't play Meg Thee Stallion with all the ratchets at the brunch, because even places.
You know what Meg Thee Stallion do, right?
She twerk.
No. She just attract all the ratchets.
And that's what I'm saying. So you bring a DJ, and I'm not blaming him. That's your place of business, bro. Whatever you want to do. But you can't be sitting there and be like, when you see people shaking their asses to some full-fledged DJ. First and foremost, why the fuck are you a whole DJ? You ever been to Tasties on 52nd of Gerard? nice decorum, restaurant,
Oh.
like a thing right on 52nd Gerard. They fucking play music at the 10,000 decibel in this fucking place where they try to serve you soul food that's like plated in like a gourmet style. So they go the extra mile. They got a whole chef in there, but these niggas got shake them titties, baby, shake them. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Like, that's what I'm saying. You can't mix the ratchet with my. Don't mix the ratchet with my mimosa. No, actually, mix the ratchet with my mimosa. Just don't mix the ratchet with my mimosa and my chicken and waffles. You know what I'm saying? Like honestly, I'm sitting up here, I'm trying to eat my shit. You're right though, because I don't want to see nobody's butt cheek when I'm trying to eat my grits. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. But I still can't. Remove the DJ. Just remove the fucking DJ. Don't bring the DJ in the motherfucker. That's it. This is a restaurant.
If it's a Sunday thing, like you said,
give a fuck
Sunday,
if it was a Wednesday.
You gotta have like a mellow groove, and you can have a mellow groove with music from the 70s to the 2020s. You can have a slow groove,
right,
and still have some good quality music, still have a good ambiance without pulling out the ratchet.
That's very true.
So
that's very, very true.
I'm with him though.
Man, I mean, it's understandable. It's just one of them things, man.
Sit your butt down. Your butt don't have to move every time you hear that song.
I just don't. I mean, honestly, I love a good twerk as much as the next nigga. I just don't. Like I said,
there's a time and place.
Yeah, exactly. You ain't gotta.
Which is what I think he was saying.
I want no butt crumbs in my French toast. Like, chill. Like, keep your ass in your seat just for a minute.
That's not brown sugar.
And the ones that like to shake their ass. And you know, why don't ever cute girls like to twerk in public?
We know there's a place and time for it.
It'd be the ugliest, baddest bodiest bitches ever want to throw their ass in a circle.
That ain't a body yada yada you want to
Exactly. They want to throw their ass in a circle around your cereal. You'll get the fuck out of here. Like, seriously, sit the fuck down. Ridiculous, man. Anyway, you hear about Larsa Pippen? This disrespect. We talked about, didn't we say something about Larsa Pippen a while ago? Disrespectful ass heifer. We never talked. Scottie Pippen's
I know who she is.
Soon to be ex-wife. Disrespectful ass. Her fucking son got to see her. Yeah, but she's in here fucking NBA players when her son's going in the draft next year. She's a fucking slore. Like, honestly, fuck a cougar. She's ridiculous. I'm gonna tell you the reason why. It's the way she flaunts it. It's out of control.
The dude that she was seen with is married with a baby.
See, now what I did hear was, I don't know for him and his wife have been broken up. That's the back end story that I heard of it. So him and his wife have been separated. This is not only about that. I'm not even blaming that man and whatnot. Whatever he was doing was whatever he was doing. Let's talk about Larsa Pippen for a second. Let's talk about the fact that Future came out with a song telling Scottie Pippen that he was fucking Larsa Pippen while they were together. Oh, you don't know that story, huh? Oh, we don't know that story? Yes. Future is the most toxic, disgusting nigga ever.
I can't understand why anybody would want to touch that community dick. Because that is.
If you think that Future
community dick had a picture, it'd be Future.
No, it would be Drake. But I'm gonna let you.
No, it'd be Future. No, Drake got one baby. Drake got one baby.
No. All right, here we go.
It may be.
There's difference between community dick and community raw dick. You heard me? Difference between community dick and community raw dick.
Well, Future got community raw dick.
Drake is the community dick with the condom on it. Future is a community dick without the condom on it.
I could deal with the one with the condom on it. But you are Mr. Shoot your shot at every person you see.
Yeah. That nigga nasty too.
Every
thing about Future though. If Future raw dog every chick that he fuck with, he eating butt all the time. That's a nasty. No, I don't want to pop in your cold, your beer ass nigga. Like, nah, I'm good, dog. I'm gonna get my own. Like that nigga, he definitely got the butt.
No, that's the person.
He's a nasty nigga.
The red Solo cups I have in my house are for him. They got his name on the package. Don't nobody.
I wouldn't even want that nigga brushing his teeth in my house. That's nasty.
With his own toothbrush. I don't.
But so Larsa Pippen. So she was fucking Future. Future made a song. Future was fucked up. I'm fucking your bitch, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This was like 5 years ago, right? Then after that, Scotty decides that he wants to break up with her. So he goes to break up with her, but then somehow she never goes through fully with his divorce.
Right.
Then he ends up buying her $1 million ring. And
his wife filed for divorce, though.
She's filing for divorce now because she can't come back because she done let the cat out the bag. There's an NBA guy that she's fucking with now that's like third on the depth chart. This nigga's not even coming off the bench. I don't even know if he gets in the game, but he's around. She's fucking with him. Then she got cool with the Kardashians and kind of let out the bag that she was fucking Tristan Thompson before Khloe. I'm just like this
was about.
But she says it out loud. That's my whole problem. Like, come on, man. Like, how are you fucking telling everybody your moves? You're just talking shit now. Now you're just saying, hey, look, you know what? Yeah, well, don't matter. I fuck Future and I fuck Tristan Thompson. This is still somebody's fucking wife. And not only that, she's 46 and she got a fucking 21-year-old son that's in college, second year of college, that's trying to go to the league. Come on now. How you think what type of flack you think he gonna catch when he gets to the league? From the niggas that know that it's niggas that's still playing and fucked your mom. And your mom would do it again. Is it wrong? That's what I'm saying. Is it bad to think that that's just bad parenting? Where the mother don't give a fuck, and here's the bigger question. Is her vaginal orgasms, does that mean more than her son or her son's reputation? That's fucked up. That is crazy.
And I'm not saying this because I'm saying this visually.
Yeah.
Just judging from her actions.
Right.
It's completely obvious. I'm not messing with nobody my son age.
Yeah.
No. Like when my son becomes 21 and over and his friends are 21 and over, no.
You can't.
No. And I'm not saying his friends, but anybody I meet that could possibly be my son.
Yeah.
I'm going to look at you like you're my son.
No, but what she do is she gets with the NBA players that's like maybe 25, 26. So here's the deal. They're still
that's still in her son range. That's still in her son range.
Yeah.
That's still somebody's son. To you, that's still somebody's son.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man.
And
have a fucking fit. And she on Twitter with it. And
like
her son has to respond to it.
My thing with her is like, okay, if you was gonna smash a young bull,
right,
smash the young bull. But you want to be all out there.
Well, she talked too much. Period.
Right.
She already talked too much. She got way too much rap to be the one to be a cougar. You can't be in these streets fucking everybody and then be telling everybody that you fucking everybody. It's the dumbest shit in the world.
You got too many bodies on your hand.
You approaching 50, Ma. What the fuck is you doing? What do you look? What goes through your brain when you tell like you really want the bodies on your jacket that bad? I'm just telling you, man. Because listen, she got 3.5 years left. You know what I'm saying? For that, you know what I'm saying? For that shit start turning over or whatnot. I don't give a fuck what you say. That ain't nothing wrong. Women to fine wine. Plenty of 50-something-year-old women out there getting it in. The problem is that She building her reputation up something terrible. And when she turns around in them 50s and she's still up there trying to fuck these.
And it's probably stuff already out there that like we don't even know.
It's just gonna turn into gangbangs. It's gonna turn into the NBA players running trains on her. She gotta figure something out. I'm just telling you, that's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen because she doesn't have the respectability of a Kris Jenner. Like Kris Jenner, I'm pretty sure Kris Jenner would love two NBA niggas running the train on her, but she would never let it happen, or she wouldn't tell nobody. Larsa Pippen, on the other hand, will be 53 and trying to and having. Remember them Phoenix Suns niggas that party that remember it was the whole team from the Phoenix Suns, and that girl went on the podcast and said that she fucked everybody from the Phoenix Suns. And she said they was coming in there back to back and they was all fucking her and whatnot, and she went on a podcast saying it. Larsa, I would not be surprised if that's Larsa Pippen in about 3 years. 4 years. 4 years. I would not be surprised if Larsa Pippen is, and you know what happens now.
You know what they call her, right?
Who?
You know what they would call her?
What?
A super spreader. That's how COVID keep going around. Super spreader.
Okay, super shit. When you 46 and moving the way she moving, you a super duper spreader. Honestly, she got bodies on the jacket. Warner Brothers releasing. Warner Brothers is releasing all their fucking 2021 movies, 2020 and 21 movies on video.
On HBO Max.
HBO Max. Is the theaters dead? Is it over?
Yeah.
So we done.
Theaters are on the same wavelength of the hospitality industry right now.
Right.
It's just there's
the hospitality industry can come back. Can the theaters come back?
No, theaters can come back, but it's just like the hospitality industry is not really going to be back to the way it was for at least maybe 3 to 5 years.
Right.
And same thing with theaters. Same thing with theaters.
Shit.
And it may even be longer just because of the way theaters are set up. Like, luckily, most of the theaters now have started changing into those kind of big seats that are like kind of separated, and then you have like the levels that are separated. So they just may have to, like, we already go to theaters that have like 10, 15 theaters in it.
Let me
They may have to enlarge those theaters to space it out.
Yeah, I agree with that. Think about this though.
And then you have to make reservations for most of the theaters now anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Then they can, even if they did every other row, they'd be able to monitor that. So
think about this, and you recall this as well as I do. If I recall correctly, I don't think that. Remember, there wasn't exclusive movie theaters until like the early 90s. You remember that? Every other theater that you went to, movies wasn't the only thing that they did in them theaters. Remember when you would go to the Ritz downtown? Or remember what was the one joint that was on 9th Street back in the day? The old school joint. I remember I went to see Child's Play there when I was in like 88. I was a young boy. My mom took me. I know, you just bring your damn 5-year-old kid to go see Child's Play. But that's a whole nother point. But
that's what I'm saying. To behave.
But remember, movie theaters used to have a fucking stage on it. Remember, they converted. Remember, those was playhouses. So they converted them into movie theaters later on.
The Ritz 5?
No, the Ritz 5 was later. I think Ritz 5 was the conversion, but it was one called the Ritz. I think it was that on 2nd Street or Front Street or something like that? I don't know, but what I do know,
I think the Ritz 5 might have been on Chestnut, because I remember there's a CVS on the corner now, but there was a movie theater on corner as well. So it might have been off of like 12th, 13th and Chestnut somewhere.
Was it always just a movie theater?
Theater houses.
Right, they were playhouses. So what happens is that, and they realized that the movies were a more lucrative thing. So all of a sudden, these movie theaters you go to, remember, because the movie used to be the movie theaters used to be way bigger. They used to hold a lot more people.
They were
grand. And they had stages. Yo, we old as shit. I feel old as fuck because I don't think, excuse me, when movie theaters disappeared.
And I'm going to tell you the last movie I saw in a theater like that.
What's that?
Was the first Star Wars in the second trilogy.
Oh, so okay.
The second trilogy of Star Wars came out.
Yeah. Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. Remember Darth Sidious had the double lightsaber?
Darth Maul.
Darth Sidious was the other one. Darth Maul had the double lightsaber.
Yeah, lightsaber, yeah.
That was the last movie that I saw in that type of grand theater.
What theater was that?
Oh my God. It was the Ritz something or the Sam East. It might have been the Sam East.
Man, oh my God.
Remember these names. Oh my goodness.
I feel so fucking old because, like, honestly, I think that I never really thought about it. Like, when Cheltenham built that theater in the mall, that was one of the first exclusive movie theaters in the city that I remember always going to. Everything else had its own thing because it was a United Artists. Remember, before AMC, made their own way or whatnot, it was just a United Artists theater. So you would just go to, and then they made the one on down Penn's Landing, down the one on Delaware Avenue. So it was like
they closed that one now. It's official.
Oh, it's officially closed? That's fucked up. I want to go see what's left.
That's my spot. That was the go-to spot. And then I worked at the movie. I worked down South Philly, so it'd be those days where if my son was with his dad already, then yo, what you doing? My girlfriend lived up the street. All right, let's go. We already right down there at the movie theater.
Man, I want to go see the Blair Witch and that motherfucker. That shit was, oh man, god damn it. Fuck you, COVID. That's a lot of
You know what? I saw the Blair Witch of Cheltenham.
Oh yeah.
My mom was like, this is based on something that really.
You know what made me mad? I
thought had to fix that. I'm like, no.
I thought that shit was real until they showed the actors at that award show. I was mad as shit. I was like, you motherfucking lying ass bastards. All of you motherfuckers. But there's a lot of rappers getting locked up. You see that shit?
It's a lot of rappers dying.
Well, that was the first thing that I was going to. We already talked about that before. It's a lot of rappers dying, but there's a lot of rappers right now getting locked up.
Who got locked up now?
Like Casanova got indicted. That's the boy from G Unit. That role, what else? Who else? It was somebody else that I was looking at. I can't remember. I think it's like Dirk or one of them was Chicago niggas. It wasn't Chicago niggas in a while anyway. But it's just a lot now is, I think that they're going after guys right now. I think they're kind of doing the same thing they're going to do with these PPE loan motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? When you did some shit you thought you were going to get away with, niggas are going to start getting locked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, start taking them down. There's so many niggas living strong off the PPE loan. What the fuck is X doing? Why are you showing me DMX?
He's singing the Christmas song. I think
have you ever heard DMX? Yo, that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer shit is hilarious. Oh my goodness. Ellen Page is transitioning. Oh my God. You've heard this shit. They play it on Power 89 during Christmas time. You are really, really.
Come on.
Ellen Page is transitioning.
Huh?
Ellen Page is transitioning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she.
But she had everybody confused, and then see, this is what I'm talking about. As much as we were ready, people get mad at me when I start talking about the alphabet shit and all that. But then when you bring something to the forefront, then all of a sudden everybody got a fucking question. They were like, all right, so she been a man. Somebody was like, oh shit, Ellen Page been a nigga the whole time. I was like, yo, what the fuck? I said,
now she want to be referred to as a man. I'm like,
but that's what it is. A lot of people didn't understand.
It's like, because I don't want to disrespect how she wants to be referred to. Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna call your mama named you Ellen Page. I'm gonna call you Ellen Page. Until he's, huh?
It's like it's Elliot Page.
Oh, I didn't know.
It's something like that. Don't quote me on
Changed
it.
the name. I didn't know.
Her name's changed now. But see, here's the deal, though. This is the thing that fucks me up the most.
I thought they were still going by Ellen Page. But transitioning.
She's still
how
Ellen
she
Page.
Dressed and referred to herself. So look, if you want to be called Elliot or Ellen, whatever, I'm gonna call you what you want to be called. But they're not going to change her. The character in Umbrella Academy is going to be exactly the same because she dressed dudish like anyway. They didn't have her with she did have a female partner in the last
she's always
episode.
If it wasn't like if it wasn't for Juno, I would have always considered her kind of asexual.
Right.
So I'm not really like Ellen Page. Like, come on, she played that role in X-Men. Like, come on. I mean, I've never really sexualized Ellen Page. But my thing is that when people, I think it was more of the reaction that we got from people when they found out, because this is how they came out with it, Kelly. They said Ellen Page comes out as transsexual.
Right.
I'm like, see, now this is what fucks me up. I think this is what confuses everybody. No one doesn't really understand. When you come out, you can come out as transsexual. I thought that you had to come out and say you want to transition. So you can identify as a transsexual even though you haven't transitioned to a transsexual. See, that's the reason why I'm confused about this whole shit. I don't get it.
So it says Elliot Page coming out as historic moment for trans masculine visibility. So
how long is she?
Would
Man,
that be the same thing as what? I mean, Ellen has never identified as anything other than she, supports the community and
right.
She's a lesbian, she has a wife and everything. And she dresses, she dresses what's comfortable for her, which is, kind of suitish, kind of like the way Elliot dresses, but she's never said anything outside of, hey, this is just me. So I don't know. But see, and that's the thing, was like Laverne Cox, Caitlyn Jenner were born men, operation transition to women.
Okay.
Chaz Bono, born woman, transition to a man. They actually had physical operations to transgender.
Right.
Is she going to try to change this do the operation?
What they're going to tell you is that they're going to tell you that that's inconsequential. And I think that that's the whole point that bothers people when it comes down to it. They're going to say, why does that matter? I'm like, it doesn't matter. I didn't fucking ask you anything about this. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the whole point. I don't give a fuck who you fucking or what you identify as, because you're an actor. You know what I'm saying? When you come on TV, you are Kit from X-Men.
I'm supposed to see you as whatever you're acting.
Well, exactly. And that's the point.
Right.
That's the point. Your regular life is your regular life. Now, if you're coming out as an activist to say, okay, I want to be a transsexual and I'm standing up for all transsexual people, that's cool. But at the end of the day, it confuses people. You understand why people don't know? People are like, oh, well, you got to learn the terminology. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Okay, listen, I respect everybody. Whatever you want to do is whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? If you want me to call you Elliot, I'm going to call you fucking Elliot. I don't.
In 2014 as queer, which, like I said, that's, I guess, new for me, even though I've heard people say queer before, but
LBGTQIA. All right, lesbian, bisexual, gay, transsexual, queer, don't know the IA. Yeah, I'm saying I think that those are like the others. You know what I'm saying?
So I don't know if this helps.
But then they put a plus sign after the shit, and they say it's plus now.
Yeah, so I don't know if this helps anyway. While visibility of trans masculine people has lagged behind that of our trans feminine sisters, the last few years have seen the rise of actors, and they name a few actors. Still, the average CIS movie goer would be hard pressed to rattle these names off. For years, Chaz Bono, was the most notable trans male celebrity, and not to knock his Dancing with the Stars move, he is the most known for, as RuPaul once put it, coming out of Cher's vagina.
Who the fuck wrote that?
It is in an article, but Chaz Bono is Cher's daughter that became a son.
We understand that, but how did Cher's vagina make it into the article?
Because that's how RuPaul said that Chaz Bono was famous.
Oh, but that's true. Well, yeah. And he also is, Sonny Bono's son too. So.
Right, but
okay. I guess it's Cher. I guess Cher is more famous.
Cher's the more famous of it all. Come on.
Right. Yeah, we know. We understand that. But I'm just like, damn, RuPaul. But that's what I'm saying, man. They be beefing. I guess the beef is what the beef is. People are always going to beef about whatever and whatnot. Just do the best you fucking can. I don't know. Yeah. You're going to offend somebody.
Look, this is all I have to say for anybody. Whatever you are, whoever you are.
Right.
I hope you're happy.
Ding, ding.
I hope you're happy. All I want for anyone
there's a clap
in
track
this world is to be happy.
Right.
And whatever it is that is going to make you happy, then that is the road, which may be hard for a lot of people.
Right.
But if you decide to go down that road to follow your happiness, then Godspeed and God bless.
Bang. I agree with that. I'm more clever. Yeah. I'm just playing a clap track behind it. I know you probably can't hear it.
I can't, but
I know. Did you watch the Fresh Prince doc?
Yes. Day one. That was the
shit.
I was trying to. I was just gonna watch like 5 minutes and go to bed, but I just couldn't stop.
Were you triggered by Janet Hubert saying that Will Smith calling her difficult ruined her career in her life?
No, I understood it. It didn't trigger me. I understood it.
Do you feel as if that was the case?
Yeah.
Do you think that she was difficult?
No. When you look at the backstory of who she is,
right,
and the background she came from, there are expectations that she had. There's a level of professionalism that she expected on set.
You start to matrix me. Don't matrix me.
No, I'm just saying she was a Broadway actress dancer.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
So she Juilliard trained.
Okay, right.
Okay. So there's a level of expectation of professionalism. This is what she says. There's a level of expectation of professionalism that she expected on set.
Right.
And then you have Will, who is goofball central.
Right.
The problem was they didn't know how to communicate with each other. I could just see that right there. And then she, like she said, she's going through things with her marriage and this baby, husband not employed, and she doesn't feel like she has anyone to talk to, so she retreats into herself. And because she retreats into herself and is not dealing so much with the cast, because like she said, there was a level of professionalism that she was expecting to have on this set.
Right.
He took it as she was doing one thing instead of going to talk to her to find out what was wrong. He didn't know. He was a child. He was a child.
Right.
Now,
See, that's what I'm saying. That the United Cup, what you're saying, all.
But I wish, I still wish that, I can't make people come back from the dead. I wish James Avery was still here because he might have been able to shed some light into that situation.
But James Avery told her, look, this is his show. Regardless of how you feel, how we feel about this situation, respect that portion of it first. Then you got to start looking at everything else, because everything else is inconsequential. Because at the end of the day, you are not going to make the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air feel uncomfortable on the set of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, period. Right. So therefore,
like everybody on that show outside of Will Smith,
right,
was replaceable.
Exactly. Maybe Carlton. Maybe Carlton. Because Carlton, you knew Carlton.
Everybody knew Alfonso Ribeiro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So
everybody knew Alfonso Ribeiro from Silver Spoon.
And that's what I'm saying. So here's the deal. That's kind of what I'm getting at when I think about this whole situation. Her issues
were her issues,
and then you're bringing them around. It's almost like when you know what I mean, when you say, all right, when you work a tough job and your first thing that you want to say is that don't bring that shit from work home. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like don't bring that shit from home to work. And what happens is that you give off a vibe. This 21, you're asking a 21-year-old whose brain isn't even fully developed yet, who is knee deep in the industry, getting paid millions of dollars to do shit. You're asking him to.
And everybody is catering to him.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You're asking him to deal with a situation that he has no clue about what's going on with. You know what I'm saying? You're a middle-aged woman. You are pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You're in an abusive relationship. This is a situation he wouldn't know how to deal with. You know what I'm saying? So you can't put that onus on him. The only thing he's seeing is...
And he doesn't know how to come to you.
Right.
Because when you look at... He did a red table talk by himself.
Right,
with a psychiatrist.
Right.
And then when you look at the background of his life...
Yeah.
He does not know how to come and check on you.
And that's the whole thing. But I think that's because it's being.
But I'm saying that
it's being a star for 30 years. For 30, 35 years.
You can't project all of your issues and problems onto him. What used to piss me off was all the times I would see her saying so many disparaging things about him. And even though, like, on that reunion that they had,
right,
he acknowledged some things that he had said about her. Me, as the general public, I had never heard him say,
because he didn't,
anything publicly.
He didn't, because she's butthurt about what he said 30 years ago about her being difficult. The problem with it is a lot of people harken back to that. They say, oh, you can't say that a black woman is difficult in Hollywood. But you're expecting not only a different time, a different person, and somebody of a different age to appreciate a situation, to say, okay, this lady is being bitchy on set. Fuck her. I don't know her issues. I don't know her problem. She's making an uncomfortable work environment for everybody around here. Then when we offer a contract, we like, look, you know what I'm saying? You can't work nowhere else or whatnot right now because who knows the reason? That was just the shit that was in the contract. Whether they wanted to get her out or not, it didn't really fucking matter. She didn't accept it. They decided to move on. They offered her a contract. So my thing is that it's not like they fired you and then called you difficult. They gave you an option. You didn't take it, and you were well within your rights. But he didn't go around dragging you after that and say, oh, it's because she's difficult. They asked him one time, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's difficult to work with. And it's not that it wasn't true. It's just the fact that listen, we talk about it a lot. Protecting black women is a big, big deal. You know what I'm saying? But my nigga, if you being difficult, and I say that you being difficult, what did he owe her in order to protect her in that realm? You're destroying my fucking show. You are bringing the morale of my cast down by being bitchy. The fuck do I owe you? So you mean to tell me, let me get this straight, I have to have the utmost respect for you, along with the fact that I feel as if that you're fucking up the flow of this multi-million-dollar situation that we got going there. Biggest show on fucking TV, hands down. Prime time, Monday night, up against Monday Night Football on NBC. And you mean to fucking tell me that you're upset because of something that I said on your way out, because it paints you in a bad light. You can't say that about black women because of the way that the world feels about black women. I don't give a fuck the way the world felt about black women at the moment. I care about how I felt about you and how everybody else felt about you. You made it difficult. You're making it difficult for everybody around you. I think that that's the problem. We run into that situation today. You know what I'm saying? You can't, regardless of what it is, we're protecting black women and we're protecting black women in their peace. But I'm telling you one thing, we be goddamned if you say something bad or derogatory about a black woman and whatnot, even if it's true. Protection does not come with, I'm gonna say this word correctly, anonymity. Is that right? Anonymity. Oh, let's just fucking call it what it is. Immunity. Let's call it immunity. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it making you impervious to.
But I think we discussed this before.
Right.
Of how we need to be able to have our conversations to ourselves.
That wasn't an option in this situation. And I think that that's the problem. And also, she wasn't willing to have that conversation.
Right.
And then also, you got to read the room and read who you're talking to. I'm not giving this load to a 21-year-old kid. I can't. So therefore, if you're having problems, you need to take that shit to the people on the side of the whole situation and say, hey, boom, I need to talk to somebody because I don't want to bring this to the star of the show because I know he's got a lot on his plate. But I'm having issues with everything that's going on.
Right.
But the problem is that when you do certain things and whatnot, you're standing up there and you're being tough and you're fighting the system and nobody's fighting you back. They're just looking at you like, what the fuck are you so upset for? You're on the #1 show in the country. You know what I'm saying? You're making massive amounts of money. We're going into the fucking 4th season. You know what I'm saying? You got pregnant in real life. We wrote the baby into the show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is listen, I get it. But accommodations, it's just respect, man, for everybody else. And I understand that it's mental health issues. But remember, this shit is 1993. Yeah. These issues are older. These issues are older than my little sister. My little sister, 27 years old. These issues and the shit they was dealing with is older than many grown people that I know and talk to on a regular basis. This is what I'm saying, man. We got to come with some sort of core.
It irked me. Like, I'm not an actress. I'm not in Hollywood. You know, it's not something I'm familiar with. Mm-hmm. But I know, like, you know, T.C. Carson from Living Single, the one that played Kyle Barker.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He was semi-labeled the difficult one off the cast. Because remember, he got sent to London.
Yes, I remember that. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
During the last season. Mm-hmm.
Right. What happened with him was they were having difficulties on the show, and he would wind up seeming to be the spokesperson for everybody.
Right.
Everybody on the cast would tell him, and then he would go in as the lone representative.
Right.
And because he's coming with, you know, these demands on behalf of Queen Latifah, Kim Fields, Kim Coles,
right.
Alexander, you know, they were like, look, you know, basically he asked them like one time, like, are you writing me off the show? No, you're an integral part of the show, and we're not going to lose you, you know. But all of that standing up for everybody else,
nobody stood up for him.
got him written off. He was like, they're not going to write off John Henson because he just married Sinclair.
Right.
They're not going to write off any of the girls because the show is about
the girls. Right.
Mm-hmm. Right. So they wrote him off. He said, and I watched a few interviews that he's done online, and he said that he went into an audition and it was like he was having a hard time with this audition with the person that was giving him the audition. Right. And he was like trying to like figure out what the problem is. He's like, we heard that you were difficult to work with. And he was like, where did you hear that from? So that's the information that's going around from the backlash of sticking up and speaking up on Living Single. Okay. But it's just, like I said, I'm not an actress. I haven't been, I'm not in the industry. I don't know how it goes, but I'm like, if you truly want to keep working.
My camera just went out.
Oh,
done. That's cool. I'm still here.
I see that. But
there it is.
If you like, I just saw her on like a Christmas movie last year. Right. And that was the first time like I've seen her in anything. And I'm thinking like, these people are making the movies. Like I just saw, it was a movie I just watched on Amazon today with Daphne Maxwell Reid in it. And it's just like, I think that if you truly want to keep working, and my mother did Freedom Theater for years. This is stuff that I've heard firsthand from my mother, being an actress back in the day when she was younger. Right. And my son going to Freedom Theater is that there are no small roles, only small actors.
Right.
So if it's a role that only has 5 lines, like if you want to work, I'm sure there's something out there. Now, if you are truly being blacklisted, then that's something different. But I just think that,
it's a lot of people that was blacklisted and blackballed out of there. We can get off this in a second. Keanu Reeves, I don't know why he was just blacklisted out of Hollywood after The Matrix, and I can't remember any other really Hollywood releases that he like big name studios that gave him work, and I think it's because he stood on the side of integrity for certain things, like after The Matrix.
Right. Check your phone.
No. Yeah, but so I mean, it's just
yes, like what's name? He and Ray had some issues. Johnny Depp, he about to have some issues because of the movie that's getting ready to come out now.
Well, plus he got that situation going on with his wife Amber Heard or whatnot.
Well, and that's why he's going to have the issues, because now he's being written out. The character's staying in, but they're going to change the actor from Fantastic Beasts, which is like the Harry Potter prequel. So he was in the first 2 of those movies, and now because of everything that's going on with the ex-wife, he's been released as that character. So they're going to keep the character, but
get rid of him.
They're going to change the actor.
Go ahead.
Speaking of that, I know we're getting ready to pause, but speaking of that, we're going to come back to that part of keeping the character and changing the actors.
Right.
Black Panther. Pause.
Ooh.
Pause.
All right, we have resumed. Before you even say that, and then we can go on to something else after you say what you're gonna say too. Speaking of like people and replacements and doubles and stuff like that, Darth Vader, the actor that played him, passed away. That was crazy. Yeah, but I mean, he was an older guy, but he always said that he felt as if that he should have been Darth Vader all the way. I'm like, yeah, that was James Earl Jones stuff. Like
seriously, the only time you saw Darth Vader's real face, was when he died in Return of the Jedi.
Right.
So the end of Return of the Jedi.
And the end of Revenge of the Sith.
Died on the ship. And then at the end
of Revenge of the Sith.
When he was with Yoda and Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Right. Yeah.
However, once they
released, they didn't show. Oh, okay, yeah, that was a remake. Go ahead.
Listen, once they released the second set of the trilogy, they changed
to Anakin. Vader, to Anakin Skywalker.
To Anakin.
Yeah, I remember that. Mm-hmm. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah,
that we knew from the second trilogy.
Yeah, so bruh.
Yeah.
Darth Vader is James
Earl Jones. Yeah.
Luke, I am your father. it's only the only person I associate. Well, the only two people I associate with Darth Vader is the Hayden Christensen and James Earl Jones. And the only reason why I associate Hayden Christensen with Darth Vader so much is that in that second trilogy, we watched him become
Darth Vader. Yeah,
Darth Vader.
Absolutely. That's just you got to respect that.
Yeah.
So what was you going to say about the Black Panther?
Star Wars here anyway. So.
Yeah. What was you going to say about the Black Panther? As far as the role replacement.
Wakanda forever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want anyone else to play the Black Panther.
I do.
Listen. Because we got my passion and what I know from movies.
Okay.
My passion does not want to see anyone else play him, play Black Panther, but him.
Okay.
However, how many people have played Batman?
So many. Let me see. Adam West, Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, now Robert Pattinson. Not to mention the voice actor. Will Arnett played Lego Batman. Huh?
I just like to hear him say
it. Trying to think if there were any else. Whoever the guy played him in the video games and on Batman animated series. Whoever the voice was.
Okay. How many people have played Spider-Man?
Oh shit. Tobey Maguire. Andrew Garfield. Now what the fuck is his name? The new young boy.
Young boy now.
New young boy.
Mm-hmm.
Those are only three in the movies that I know. I forget who played him on the series, but that's who. And whoever played him was Peter Parker on a cartoon. I don't know.
Right, because the cartoon is ridiculous. Tom Holland.
That's all.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How many Hulks did we have before?
They changed Hulks in the middle of the fucking. They almost changed it in the mid-movie. First it was Eric Bana in the worst fucking rendition of the Hulk I've ever. No, first it was Lou Ferrigno. Originally back in the day. Eric Bana. Mm-hmm. Then we had fucking Edward Norton.
Right. Now and the crazy thing is, now here's where we get funky.
Okay.
Here's where we get funky.
Right.
Because the Edward Norton
and Mark Ruffalo one is the same, are supposed to be the same exact people.
Right.
Right.
Because that was
MCU.
That was MCU because John Hurt was in it.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert Downey Jr. was in it.
Yes, he was. Mm-hmm.
So this is same character.
Yes.
Same universe. Mm-hmm. It's not even a different time zone. Same character, same universe, and then changed to a different character. A different actor who carried it out through the rest of the movie.
So what's your biggest problem with okay, so you're basically saying
so here's the thing. Here's my thing.
You about to blame niggas. You about to blame niggas. I already see it. You about to blame niggas because that's what I'm thinking. You're about to blame niggas for not letting go. Like you are. You're about to blame niggas.
I'm not letting go. I don't want to, because it was just, he just brought so much to it at a time that we needed it. It became like he embodied T'Challa.
Yeah.
And it's hard because we wrap so much of our pride in him playing T'Challa that we really cannot visualize anyone else doing it, because we're going to compare everybody else to Chadwick.
That's all. It's
playing, and it's not fair. It's not fair to Chadwick. It's not fair to Black Panther. And it's not fair to anybody else who's going to take that role.
No, it's not
fair. However,
why do Black people always do this shit? Why we always do this?
If they found somebody
right
that could take over that role and embody it and take the pride in it the way Chadwick did, then I don't see why we couldn't. There is no reason why it should have to stop with him. I mean, if he was still alive and he said he didn't want to do it anymore, and somebody else took over, then we'd be like, okay.
I got a couple. Listen,
he doesn't. The role does not have to die because he died.
I don't want Letitia Wright playing. I don't want her being Black Panther yet. I don't even want to see a full movie
even though
it's misogynistic. I don't give a fuck. I know how it's supposed to go. My thing is that I really don't. My thing is that because it's not believable. And leave the legend up to another situation. I'm so over this shit. Letitia Wright, Lil Shuri, we get her ass whooped by Thanos. Let's talk about what the fuck we really talking about. They bringing back they're bringing Namor the Submariner, who's like 9 feet fucking tall and can talk to fish. He's like Aquaman on steroids. My thing is that, listen, and he's supposed to be the enemy in this show. Miss me with 112-pound Letitia Wright becoming the Black Panther. I don't want to see that shit. I don't. And people can say whatever they want. Women's empowerment, yeah, okay. Let it be what the legend is and play that shit later on. Give me somebody that's formidable. It was almost unbelievable to see Scarlett Johansson being Black Widow, but I believed it because she could fight. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't 112 pounds. And she was taller than 5'2". You know what I'm saying? This is bullshit. I'm so over this.
Sidebar, I can't wait for her movie to come out, though.
Oh, yeah, that shit gonna be all that. It just looks excellent. You know what I'm saying? Right. My thing is that, and that's like the first action
I'm upset that we get her origin story after she dies.
Yeah. But I love the idea because now that we know that the time stone exists and all that shit, nobody's dead at all. And that's what I say about all.
No, but that's the thing. They tried to bring her back. She was gone. Unless they go back to a different time and bring her.
I'm saying. They traveled the fuck back to 2014 to find Thanos.
Yeah, and that's how we got what's her name? Zoe Saldana.
Yeah, that's why they got her back. That's what I'm there. Right. They only did that because he tried to snap her back from where she was. But I'm pretty sure if he would use the time stone to go back and get her, he could. So anyway, my thing is this. Michael Jai White. Perfect for me. All right. Maybe Michael Jai White too old? Nah, maybe. He's going.
Because he's older than me. Me and Chadwick are the same age.
So
right. Yeah.
He might be 2-3 years older than Chadwick was.
That nigga 50-something years old.
Michael Jai White's like 47, 48. Like 47, 48. You know what I'm saying? My thing is that Michael Jai White, that would sum up everything. The nigga can run, he can jump, he's fucking athletic, he knows.
53.
Holy shit.
53. 53. Like I said.
Keanu Reeves.
Like I said,
that nigga 56.
1967.
Damn.
Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ. All right, so man, who else?
Yeah.
Who else could play him? John Boyega.
Nah.
Shred him up real quick. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Why not? Shred him up real quick. Throw a fucking goatee on him or whatnot. He's from London. You know what I'm saying? He could like, listen. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you get this fucking.
His people are African.
That's what I'm saying. Why not? Come on, man. Get this fucking ball rolling. I'm over the goofy shit. Who else? Who else could be in the mix
I would think it might have to be an unknown.
And that's what I'm saying.
It might have to be an unknown.
The boy that was going to be, they was talking about him and talks from Jason as James Bond. He played in Red Tails. He was coming up for a couple years. Remember, main character in Red Tails. Saved everybody at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. You know what I'm saying? Oh, fucking Tank from Lovecraft Country.
He could.
That's what I'm saying. Let's cut this shit the fuck out, man. Get this ball rolling. John David fucking Washington. Let's get this ball rolling.
No.
Yo, what? No. Come on, man. John David couldn't do it.
I can't have the Denzel voice saying for Wakanda forever. No.
You motherfuckers will be playing basketball.
You ain't got nothing. King Kong ain't got nothing on me.
Wakanda forever, motherfuckers. That was more like Samuel L. That's us. Or here you go. Let's flip script. Bulk him up. He a little light skinned, but let's rock out. Young boy that plays Shad. He plays on that other show on The Boys.
Nah.
As the
now I know who you're talking about. Nah.
Yeah, come on, man. We can get this going. Come on, man. We can get this shit going. Like, honestly, I'm so like I love Chadwick Boseman. I really, really do. But back in the day, when somebody couldn't play the role no more, I mean, fucking Superman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't for the lack of not having Christopher Reeve around no more. Christopher Reeve had got into a bad accident. You know what I'm saying? And he couldn't do it anymore.
Well, I mean, he played
he played for what, 5 Supermen?
4 or 5.
It was 5 movies.
And then they stopped making Superman movies, and then they did the Superman Returns, like in the 2000,
with fucking Brandon Routh. And that's what I'm saying. They did one, and that movie was terrible. Huh? They did one movie with him, but that movie was fucking horrible. It was just a bad movie. And they you know what it is? And even before he got into all his shit, they fucked him over. Kevin Spacey was Lex Luthor. They had the perfect casting for shit and fucked it all up with Brandon Routh as Superman.
Yeah, he had you taken
Nicolas Cage is supposed to be Superman
from that first movie, and changed it with the Lex Luthor from the DC Universe movies that we have now. I think you had a good combination of Lex Luthor Superman right there, because I really love my man's
Jesse Eisenberg.
Superman.
Huh? No, I love Lex Luthor. I love Jesse Eisenberg being Lex Luthor, like the young Lex Luthor. That shit is all that. I love that. And I love Henry Cavill too. But I do. But think about all the shit that we could have got and the shit that we did get. Nicolas Cage was going to be in the Tim Burton Superman Returns. All right, I know what Henry Cavill looks like. What you?
I love him.
Don't bring that phone. Make sure you disinfect that phone before you come back over here with that.
Disinfect everything before.
Disinfect your motherfucking self. You come back there.
I don't understand. I have a bottle of Listerine in my room, and when I wake up in the morning,
right,
I swallow a little bit. I swish it around a little
shit.
Bit. Hey, I'm trying to burn these germs.
You ain't even listen to what I was playing before you what's called it. Then we gotta move into the last part. We ain't got no term in the industry or nothing like that, so we can move into the last part. Should we gotta talk about? This is what's the boy name? Tony. Listen.
So, because it's bright. I can't see it. Oh, Tony Baker.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. He just said that one, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
This right here.
That brown one.
The brown Listerine plays zero games. Not here to make you feel. Oh man. Fancy. So brown Listerine is all business. It will erase from your mouth everything you've ever eaten, every person you've ever kissed. It will erase every word you've ever said. You can put brown Listerine in the gas tank. It'll give you 20 miles. You can put brown Listerine on Jason Voorhees' hockey mask. He would be down for the count. If you get baptized in brown Listerine, all sins are forgiven.
I have a Michael Myers
himself
question.
couldn't change brown Listerine. Brown Listerine is serious business with a LLC. They use brown Listerine in torture tactics. They're going to get the nuclear launch codes. I ain't telling y'all a damn thing. You're not going to tell us, huh? They get the brown Listerine in here. The launch code will be BX 316 123 4. Look, ain't too anything. You goofy. So, what the hell was your Michael Myers question? That's the blue Listerine. That's what I fuck with. Because the brown one is something.
The brown
medicine-y about the brown.
The cool mint. Well, it still burns, but it leave your mouth feeling fresh.
It do, but it don't burn like that brown.
That brown one tastes like straight medicine. It tastes like straight acid. It leave a whole nasty taste in your mouth. Like you got to brush your teeth 3-4 more times to get that taste off your mouth. Like he said, the brown Listerine not playing no jokes. They not playing.
If you ever had deep scaling, it's the same type of formula as that shit that they give you after you get deep scaling at the dentist and whatnot. Yeah, that shit.
You be like this.
Yeah, that shit is vicious. It's. So what was the Michael Myers question?
My Michael Myers question, because I just watched Halloween.
The new one?
The new one.
What's the shit? And
Which was good.
I got the answer for you. Go ahead.
It was good.
Michael Myers, yes, he's 70. I say yes, he older than the motherfucker. I've been saying this shit for years.
No, that's not my question.
Right.
The people in the movie went to see him at the mental facility.
Okay.
Right? He got out and he killed him. We got that.
Okay.
If they captured him, why didn't they kill him when they had him?
They never killed
people trying to study him.
They never killed this nigga. They never. First and foremost, can I explain something to you about this whole situation? Because people got tired of Michael Myers being alive forever. Remember when H2O came out? It was 20 years after the first Halloween, right?
Right.
So that would make Michael Myers like 42. Okay. Now,
how old was he when he supposedly killed his sister?
He was about. Wait. First and foremost, let's talk. Can we talk for a second? When he killed his sister, the first time, the oldest sister, he was, I believe, he was 8 or 9.
Right.
Okay, so 8 or 9. He got locked up for 5 years. He got locked up. He got locked up for 5 years. That's what happened. Because they showed it in the remake. During that time, he was locked up. Mom killed herself, blah, 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 and his sister got sent to foster care, adopted, whatever. She became...
Because Lori was the baby.
Lori was the baby. Lori was the baby. Lori was his baby sister. Lori was his baby. That's why he always was after her. After that, he decided that let's say at that time, he was locked up for another 12 to 15, I think it was 15 years. So when the nigga decided to break out, he was like 27. Okay? So he's 27. He breaks out. He goes after now his 17-year-old sister. You know what I'm saying? She stops him. She fakes her death afterwards. She moves away. He starts chasing the niece who just so happens to live around the same neighborhood, who's the daughter that Laurie Strode had on the low. He's chasing her.
Right.
In 820, he finds Laurie Strode again in California because she has a son now that's turning 17. He wants to kill everybody that's 17. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? So then they're like, damn, Michael Myers kind of old to still be killing niggas, but I guess niggas is 40 can rock out. Okay, so this new one, Michael Myers they erased everything you saw before. It never happened. Laurie Strode moved away and has been paranoid for the past 40 years that her brother was going to break out of a mental institution to kill her.
Mm-hmm.
She is paranoid that a 67-year-old Michael Myers is going to break out of a mental institution to come and get her. And guess what? He does that. Because the fact that fucks it up is he's 67 years old. And this nigga's still doing the same shit he was doing before.
Yeah.
Listen, definition of insanity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And it's 2 other movies slated to come out too.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends. And it's supposed to be the monarchy of everything and the lineage of everything is supposed to be now that you erase all the other movies. And the only thing that ever happened was Halloween 1977, 78, and Halloween 2018, and Halloween Kills 2021, and Halloween Ends 2022. And that's it.
Well, Halloween Season of the Witch never should have happened. So I could dig that.
Yeah. Oh, Lord. All right. Let's talk. Let's talk for a minute. Let's talk for a second. I text him, but I don't know if he didn't. I don't know if he got the text message.
He's probably drugged and asleep.
Yeah, probably. Because I told him I was going to try to hit him up earlier than that, but we got started. Okay, so you see we one man down. R. Dot on Thanksgiving had a pretty serious accident.
Yeah.
Playing football. He probably mentioned that before he went off air. He was talking about he was playing football on Thanksgiving. That's one of the reasons why my old ass don't play tackle football with nobody my age or kids anymore. But
you know what I said.
Yeah.
Once you turn 40.
Yeah.
There's certain things you cannot do.
Yeah. Things you can do and things you can't undo. He probably would be able to tell you better himself. I'm gonna send him an invite on his Zoom. I told him he can if he, thing about invites on Zoom is if you send the invite, if he can join, he'll join. But basically what's going on, half of the bones in his face were broken. Yeah, most of the bones in his face were broken. He collided with one of his cousins. And on Monday, he had surgery to fix his orbital bone and, part of like the front of his cheek and essentially his skull. You know what I'm saying? Plates and stuff like his face. You know what I'm saying? And just the, screws and plates and stuff like that.
He said that it took longer than expected, wound up being a 6-hour operation.
Yeah, 6-hour operation, yeah. And you know what's crazy? The technology that they have, because I remember about stuff like that happened to people back in the day, and it used to be like, people would get like it'd be like a hideous scar or whatnot, and the face be all messed up and it'd be permanent. Like they do a lot of things that they can do in this new age that they couldn't do beforehand. Thank God. The crazy thing about it is he's able to speak. He no type of cognitive damage or anything like that or whatnot. He had the surgery, went home the very next day. His spirits are as good as they possibly can be. They're not the best. So if y'all hear this, you know what I'm saying, you want to send him some love, please do. We praying for him. We want him to get, back on his feet, get everything rolling, get everything going, with himself. He's very, very dedicated to what we do over here, but he's got a family as well. And, people that love him, you know what I'm saying? And we do too. And it's an unfortunate thing. It sucks. Like I said, I tried my damn camera gear on that. Listen, hella high water. I'm going to buy. Let me get me another laptop. She wants a laptop. They was on sale for like Black Friday, something crazy. Anyway, but like yeah. So like you know, this is what's been going on. You know, Kelly's been
That's why we
dealing.
didn't have a show last week.
Yeah, that's why we didn't have a show last week. Kelly's been dealing with COVID.
With the Rona.
He's been dealing
with the face up.
Yep. He's been dealing with his situation. I had a situation that developed, the story I told earlier or whatnot. Yeah, it's one of those things, y'all. Like when you try to build something, you try to do something positive, and you try to make moves, and you try to steer things in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? And you thinking bigger, you're thinking better. It ain't. It's only right that it be. You know, if there's some sort of force or enemy that's behind all the bullshit that attacks people when they're up and they're trying to do something better, then that force is leading a full charge right now. So my thought is that, you know, just pray for my brother. That's all I'm really worried about and whatnot. And sis over here, you know what I'm saying, with her hacking, you know what I'm saying? But just yeah, I mean, just you know,
wear your mask, people. Wear your mask.
Yeah, wear your mask or whatnot. Just pray, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things, man. It's a lot of things. I'm going to utilize this time. We're going to keep bringing you content every week. I'm going to utilize this time to possibly, you know what I'm saying, rework some things or whatnot until bro is able to, you know what I mean, you know, get going the way that he needs to. But you know, we're gonna do some guests. We're gonna do some other shit. You know what I mean? We're gonna talk about some things here and there. Hold on, he texted me. Let me see. All right, hold on. But yeah, it's just it's just one of those things, man. Like you gotta roll with the punches. Like you have to roll with the punches sometimes. Sometimes it's not fair. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it seems like shit. But if you're, you know what I'm saying, if you have anything inside of you that you say, like, all right, I'm going to keep moving, I'm going to keep going with it, you know what I mean? Just keep, you know, what the fuck is wrong with this? All right, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just keep moving, man. You know what I'm saying? This too shall pass. It's just going to take some time. I'm trying to invite him in now, whatnot, you know, so we can get this up and going. But we're, you know what I'm saying, we're working on the content and get some guests through and whatnot. We definitely got to get the guests through. We still got to talk about what we talked about last time, because we got some people on deck, some of Kelly Q's exes that we need to talk to. It's gonna be much better when she's not feeling down in the dumps. Yeah. She thought I forgot about it. I did. No.
Well, I'm just saying, you can talk to them.
I can.
You don't have to have me around to talk to them.
No. That wasn't the point. It's not about not having. It's not about you being around and you not being around. It's about the fact that I didn't want to do it this week with everything that was going on. So I'll figure out a way. You don't need to be there for me to talk to them, but
no.
So let them know that I will
still.
I let them know I still will contact. Now, would you rather me have the conversation and record it and insert conversation into the episode, or is it one of them things that you want to hear during the episode?
I think I want you to have just like almost like what we're having now, except you know, not recording.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you could even record it and just take parts from it, and we can discuss it. You know.
Yeah, and but see, it'll be hard for the playback during that time. You know what I mean? While we're recording. Only way we'd be able to do it is if that I would my phone is shot to shit right now. I wish there was a way that I could load it up to my phone and being able to
play
broadcast. Play parts of it to broadcast it back.
Because and I'm thinking, I mean, because of, you know, we're not gonna play the whole interviews, like most people don't play the whole interviews.
Right.
In the conversations that you have with person one and person two, there may be things that you take out from the conversation that you either want to bring to my attention, have my response to it, or just want me to hear how they feel about whatever situation. So
You want to have a list of questions. Do you have questions that you want to know?
No.
You don't. Okay, so therefore, you sure you
Well,
want me
like
to,
one of them, like one of them,
want,
I speak often enough
right
to that, like.
So you don't want me to ask the questions? You want me? I mean,
No, I mean you can come up with your own set of questions.
Right.
Because there's things that you may want to know that you don't know about your sis, and you may have questions you want to know. I don't have any questions for these brothers. I took two of them that said that they will participate. I speak to one, I speak to weekly, if not daily. Mm-hmm. And the other one, I speak to a few times a year. But when we do speak, it's not a quick conversation. It's an hour, maybe 2 hour conversation, you know, whatever, little text back and forth for a little while, whatever. We're still, no matter what, we're family.
So the biggest thing out of this situation, and we can, you know what I'm saying, kind of lead it this way. When the interactions and the answering of questions and just trying to get an understanding, what are you looking to get from this in order, as far as moving forward in your thought process of dating, period? What are you looking to pull from this?
I'm not looking to pull anything from this. You're looking to pull.
No, the information. I mean, honestly,
because
that's
remember,
not true because
you wanted to do the dating game,
right?
For me, I could tell you all day of what I'm attracted to,
right?
But I can't tell you how I am in a relationship.
So, and that's what I'm saying. You don't think there's anything that you would learn in this situation?
Oh no, I would definitely learn stuff in this situation. But like I said, I've had conversations with these men about our relationships.
Right.
One of them is one of the people that I apologize to. So conversations about things I did wrong.
It was one. So wait, you didn't apologize to both of these guys?
No. Well, the other one, there was no apology necessary for that one.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Okay.
No.
All
that
right.
We mutually broke up. It wasn't anything like I did something or he did something. The first one, I did something. I know I did something. But it wasn't until he told me exactly what I did,
right,
that it all came back.
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't even realize, because even when he broke up with me, I did not know why he broke up with me.
No, okay.
And it wasn't until maybe about 5-6 years ago that he told me why he broke up with me. And I mean, I apologized, but I didn't remember. And then that's why this summer, like just going back through all of it, it was a more of a sincere apology that I gave him, because he never gave me any reason of why he already had my back, and he was already showing me all the time through his actions that he had my back. So there's no reason for me to be like, well, why shouldn't I be able to give him that and he's not going to give it back? Like there's listening to
right.
outside energy.
Yeah.
I could have been married for the last 20 years. Anyway.
Oh, Kelly.
Yeah.
You're such a case study. You are definitely a case study.
Case study A.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah. Oh man, he done what you call it? Let me see what I can do with this, because I'm gonna have to call him, but I'm gonna have to I don't know if because you can't hear from your computer when I do this. You can't hear nothing when I do it. Hold on, let me see. You don't hear? Can you hear that? You hear the phone?
No.
Yo, bro. I'm putting you on speaker because Kelly can't hear. She can't hear when I do the direct feed. You hear me?
Yeah.
All right, man. We are recording right now. Say what's up to the pod.
What's going on, Pod World?
Well, I told him about the situation. I gave kind of a rundown about everything, you know what I'm saying, that happened. And you know, just make sure, you know, let everybody know to pray for you, you know what I'm saying, you know, the current situation and that you're on the mend, you know what I'm saying, and everything that's going on. It's just lemony snicket right now, a series of unfortunate events, you know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, so I mean it's just, you know, between you and Kelly, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. It's just trying to figure the situation out. Can you hear him, Kelly?
I can hear him speaking, but I can't hear what he's saying.
Oh, okay. Well, I got it. I tried to turn it up as much as I can. You know, my phone is top trash right now. I dropped it 500 times. I need a new phone, all that. Yeah. But yeah, just you know what? I'm gonna plug you back in. Hold on one second, Kelly. I'm gonna plug him back in just so he can, you know what I'm saying, just to talk to everybody, you know, let them know what's up. You hear me, bro?
Yeah,
All right, hold on. Yeah, all right. So I got you plugged in. Kelly can't really hear you, but I got you plugged in. So, but everybody else will be able to hear you. But yeah. So I mean, listen, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, just, you know, I just told them, you know, we're gonna still be putting together some content and whatnot every week. You know what I mean? Just try to get everything, you know, going. You know, try to use this time to, you know what I'm saying, to expand, you know, the things that we got going on. So once you get back, you know what I'm saying, we'll be able to, you know, have everything, you know, going up and running and moving and shaking us, you know, in an even better position and even, you know, higher quality and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, more people listening and stuff, you know what I mean, from when, you know, from when we last left off. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Kelly ass coughing in the background. Right, right. Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. Right. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Right, right. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, yeah, man. No, look, it's tough. Right, right. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Right. Mm-hmm. Right, right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's very true. That's very, very true, man. That's very true. But I mean, honestly, me and her, we've been talking. We've been on here for a minute. We have been talking for a minute and whatnot. But You know what I'm saying? I'm just glad you're here. You know what I'm saying? You're still here. I'm glad you know what I'm saying? You're able to speak with us, you know what I mean? Let us know that and whatnot, and you know what I mean, what's going on, and you're able to talk. That's always, you know what I mean, that's a blessing, you know, in itself. And, you know what I mean, like I said, everybody out there, you know what I'm saying, we praying, you know, under these circumstances, but you'll be on the mend before you know it. And, you know what I'm saying, we'll be back together, we'll be doing shit again before you know it, like I said before. In the meanwhile, in between while, you know what I'm saying, until everybody is able to do full episodes, you know what I'm saying, we'll either be doing it via Zoom or we can, you know what I'm saying, try to move around and do some other content. You know what I'm saying, some guests and shit like that too. Mm-hmm. Right. No, absolutely, absolutely, and that's a given. Yeah, we definitely, and you know what I mean. And I'm gonna start what you call it. I'm gonna look into the situation with the Patreon too, because I think that this will be opportunity for us too. We need to start moving forward with doing extra content. You know what I'm saying? Other types of content and whatnot, stuff that we can give the fans exclusively on Patreon, and it ain't got to be just all Kelly Q's business shit. You know what I'm saying? But no, as I said, I mean, yeah, it just, you know what I mean? It can be other things. But my thing is that really, really, we can get going with, you know what I mean, with extra content and build up this, you know what I'm saying, this pay grade situation. So we have a full-fledged thing. Because we own everything except Patreon. So I think that's, you know what I mean, we want to do that. And we also want to get these visuals better and start bringing them, you know, together, you know, as good as the quality of the show is and as good as the content is, I think that we want to, you know, keep building on that and bring them as high quality visuals as we do, you know what I mean, with the sound and you know, more than likely going to get a new, you know, probably get a new computer or whatnot to get some, you know what I'm saying, just you know, just to improve on the back end, you know what I mean? Right, right. Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know what? You know, be thorough, whatnot. Do you come through? I know you got the Phantom of the Opera mask and shit. You be able to rock that shit. You know what I'm saying, for a little while. Kill him with that, dog. Yeah.
There's something wrong with you.
No, I'm trying to look. You could like honestly, you can come through and that'll be listen. But that's the thing about it and whatnot, man. It's, you know what I'm saying. It's the personalities and whatnot that go along with it or whatnot. That everything in that aspect and whatnot can be looked at. You can move, you know what I mean, some of that as a positive. You can kind of, you know what I'm saying, put it on display and whatnot. And honestly, because I want you to tell next week, um, I want you to if you're up to it. If it's not next week, if it's not 2 weeks from now, when you're up to it, to be able to tell exactly the whole story from your angle. You know what I'm saying? Like exactly what, you know what I'm saying, the whole situation to tell. Just details. You know what I'm saying, about exactly what happened. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Right. Right. I know, nigga. You stay like, nigga. You got, I mean, ridiculous. Pause. Mad metal. Mad metal under your skin. Mad metal. Pause. But I don't even know. I don't know why I had to pause that, but it just seems a little weird. It seemed a little weird to tell another man he got metal under his skin. But but yo, yeah, dog, man. But I say, uh, right. shit. Damn. You're absolutely right. It's yeah, man. It's yeah, man. Don't take shit for granted. Don't take shit for granted. But look, on that note, we gonna close episode 59 out, man. So I'm gonna ask one time for you and Kelly to help me with this. It's gonna sound a little off because she can't hear you.
What's the name?
Huh?
You didn't say your
But they cannot forget.
And they must always remember.
And they must always remember. Deuces.